to chew on. We've been talking about having that kind of faith like Abraham, because we are the seed of Abraham, the blessing of Abraham, and we have a blood-bought right to do so, a covenant blessing between us and God. For those of you who don't know Abraham and Sarah that may be tuning in, Abraham was 100 and Sarah was 90 years of age, and they had been waiting for a child, a son that God had promised. Can you imagine being 190 years of age in our current day and time and waiting on a child? And then after God gave him the child, he said, I want you to go sacrifice him. Wow. Some of us may be in a situation right now where we've been waiting for some blessings, covenant blessings from God, and we know deep down inside of us that he has called us to do certain things, but along the way we've had things such as possibly God saying, sacrifice your son. We have some heartaches, some challenges, obstacles. It's not always that you're not on the right path. It's possibly because you're right smack dab where you're supposed to be. So we wanted to encourage you today to have faith like Abraham and to rest in your covenant blessings that God said, I promised you that you can have everything that I promised Abraham. And you can find that reading in Genesis about his covenant blessings that he had given to us. You have anything you want to expound upon and enlighten us about the blessings of Abraham?
I mean, you pretty well laid things out. I would just say that, you talk about having that faith. I want to remind everybody that, have that faith, but that faith also requires your action.
Execution, right.
Faith without works is dead.
Absolutely. Right. Absolutely.
So have faith, stand strong in that faith, but move, do something.
Sometimes that execution could be, he needs for you to get over here for a little while and get in the Word and read it. Meditate on that Word. Then as he's, speaking to you, then he'll give you a plan of execution. And we've just found out that God gives everyone individually a specific plan of execution. Mm-hmm. So when others look at you and question and wonder what you're doing and why you're doing it, if you heard from God, that's all that matters. It doesn't matter what everyone else is saying around you. Why are you doing this? Because it doesn't look right in their eye. They don't have a say-so.
Absolutely.
In the midst of that, you can start finding some faith confessions as far as those covenant blessings of Abraham, and write them down. Keep them before you to the point where you remember those scriptures and those promises. You can start by saying, I am more than a conqueror. I'm a conqueror. I'm more than a conqueror. That I can conquer these things because God said so. He's already provided that for me. If you have a dream, wherever that dream may be, live it. Just start living it, walking it out. And here's where I am. If it's not something that you gave me, God, quickly quicken my spirit. Tell me that it's not right, that maybe that's just something I'm not hearing from you, that it's just my own selfish. I want to hear from you exactly what you want me to do. So as I step out, quickly tell me, hey, no, that's not it. Come back this way. That's not it. Or sit down for a minute. So just step out. Have that bold faith, that tenacious faith. Tenacious faith. And just do it.
Absolutely. And I also would add to that there's never been a time where faith is more needed than now. Mm-hmm. I've come to realize that there's everybody senses the changes that are going on.
Oh, most definitely.
But not everybody understands.
Right.
That's why we see people out there grasping for different things and grabbing hold of this thing today and that thing tomorrow, and then next week it'll be 5 or 6 other different things. Just looking for something, not realizing that the something they need, first of all, is a relationship with God.
With God. That's right. That's what we're encouraging you today. That's the best counsel. That's the best following person that you can follow is God, His word, His will, and His way.
Absolutely.
So that you won't be out there, because sometimes we do look at people and wonder what is going on, because we see it. We've seen it rampant right now in the times that we're going on. People are just jumping and hopping and looking, and after a while you kind of go, whoa, wait a minute,
Strife and confusion.
Oh my gosh. And that's not what God would have for you. He doesn't want you out there confused and just being tossed to and fro. Most definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. Agree wholeheartedly.
Awesome. It's Monday.
It
Mondays are
is.
for go-getters.
Haha.
Go-getters with that kind of tenacious faith. That's what we want to encourage you to have, tenacious faith. Well, this has been something to chew on.
Hey, here on 88.3,
KAVF.
the voice of the people.